Welcome everyone to the ultimate money making guide. There are two parts to this video. Part 1 is the basic money making methods, which are methods that are basic, but they can still earn you some money. Part 2 is the advanced money making methods, which in my opinion are less time consuming and faster ways to make more money. The first basic method is printing. Simply go to a location where no one will find you and spawn printers. Normal printers will take 5 minutes to print $1,000. The downside is that you can only place 6 printers, and then you have to wait until they are ready. There is also another type of printer called the Hotwired printer. This is far better than the normal printer since you profit a whole lot more. However, this printer does take 10 minutes to print, which is longer than the normal printer. Each printer costs $2,000 to place, but also makes $4,000 each. This method is way better, since you can profit $12,000 in 10 minutes. Anyways, that is it for the printer money making method. Now on to the next basic money making method. The next method is the money truck. First switch to the Safe 7 team and go to the computer and start the job. Now you need to spawn the money truck and deliver money to all the machines in the map. You need to be careful while doing this because people might follow you and try to kill you for the money truck. When this happens, I recommend just try to get far away from them, or you could fight back. This money making method is pretty risky. I am now going to speed this up. Now, as you can see, I've made $8,775 from this. I spent around 6 minutes and a half doing the mission, and I have earned $8,755, which isn't bad at all. This next money-making method is the worst method out of the 3 in my opinion, since it is like money truck, but worse. However, it is way more peaceful and a more casual way to earn money in Anomic. First you need to buy a truck, then select a contract. Once you hitch the trailer, you have to do deliveries around the map. Unlike money truck, there is no time limit and you can take your time. Usually the amount of money you get is around $2,000 for each contract. I will now speed this up. Now, as you can see, I made $2,167 in about 10 minutes. I know this isn't good compared to the rest, but if you combine all the basic money methods into one, you can earn a lot of money. What I mean by this is you can first place down Hotwired Printers, then you can go to the trucker team and do a contract, and after you can switch to Safe 7 and do money truck. Anyways, now we're done with the basic money methods. Let's move on to part 2. Now I will be talking about the more advanced ways of making money. This is for more experienced players, and in my opinion is far better than the basic money-making methods in this video. Anyways, let's get into it. The first advanced method I recommend is selling event items. First of all, what are event items? Event items are items you could obtain for a specific amount of time. After that, you cannot get them anymore, which makes it rise up in value. So you should always stock up on event cars, because they could be worth a lot later. Sometimes it can really pay off. When selling event items, you should be using a value list. The list I use is from the Anomic Marketplace Discord server, which is pretty accurate. Some lists may be different from other lists, so take this with a grain of salt. Now, when you're selling or buying event items, you should always profit. When you're selling event items, try to always sell at the max value and never sell at the lowest value. When you're buying event items, you should always try to buy at the lowest price possible. You should also take into account the amount of demand for said event item. This method works really well if you have a lot of event items people are interested in. However, if you don't, that is fine, because new event items come out every update. Again, you should always stock up on event items. This is how much money I made before I made an event shop. And this is how much money I made after an event shop. The next method is the hypercar method. First, switch to advanced car dealer on your main account. Then you want to go to the airfield. Once you're there, you want to get an alt account to join your private server. Now switch to deliverance on your alt account. You need to have ammo and a gun on your alt account, so you can do this method. I recommend you have at least 10,000 ammo if you want to do this method over and over again. Now on your main accounts, buy a crate of hypercars and place them all down. Now switch to your alt account and blow up all the hypercars. This will make your alt account pay money to your main account, since you bought the crates from your main account. The third method is making a casino. You can have multiple games, but to be honest, this method is way too risky, because you also could lose money. I wouldn't recommend this method, but it's not a bad method to try out. Some games you could make, for example, roulette, dice roll, and many others. Now most people think casinos are scams. Me personally, I am not a scammer, and I am 100% legit when I'm the owner of a casino. I do not recommend being a scamming casino owner, because it is just weird. That about sums it up for the advanced money-making methods. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment and subscribe, it helps out a ton. Anyways, I hope I will see you in the next upload. Bye.